Good evening.
Good morning.
I mean, good morning. That's what I meant to say.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Warm and Cozy Quilting. I am Jason.
Oh, I'm Danielle.
Hi. Hello. You're super
Golly.
distracted over there.
I am just a little bit.
What?
There's so many.
So Sadie's off today. So we are running the whole show, literally.
Mm-hmm.
It's her and me and a camera.
So I have a computer.
Camera.
He has a computer, and then there's another
monitor.
And there's
it's a whole
I have
ordeal.
multiple things here. Anyhow, I'm gonna get over it.
She will.
Mm-hmm.
But I need you to help me out here. I need hellos and highs.
Hellos
I
and
need
highs.
shares.
Reactions.
Boop, all
boop,
the things. You know how those work. Please, thank you, share, subscribe. Love all that. So anyway.
Can I talk about last Saturday just for a second?
What was last Saturday?
Last Saturday we did stripology.
Oh, we did.
And it was really awesome. There was some people who had heard about it. I talk about it all the time, but maybe it wasn't clear.
Sure.
So they got to see the
big
full,
hubbub all about?
Yeah, they got to see the full thing, and it was great.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that. Did you share that video? Did you share it with your friends? Did you go to your friend's house and say, look at this, and put the phone in their face? Because that was kind of rude. Don't do that.
Have you?
Anyway, you could do that. Or just hit the share button.
Right.
Or just like it and subscribe.
Yeah, so, and then this week we've been having great shop hop turnout. Lots of people coming in.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know, the All Illinois Shop Hop is happening right now.
Right now.
And it goes all of August,
Yes.
all of September.
Yes.
Now, Missouri starts their shop hop in September. So in September, we have a lot of people who are doing both sides of the river.
Right.
So anyway, it's a lot of fun. You get to see different shops, see what they have going on.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of us carry the same thing.
No, not at all, which is what makes it fun to do the shop hops, because it gives you a chance to see what everybody else
and
got
you get
out
to
there.
see the personality of that.
So much
shop.
of the personality.
Mm-hmm. You get
So
to
much
see
of it.
the personality.
I do love that, actually. What are you saying? Are you saying something?
Nope.
What? Okay.
Love you.
I love you too. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Have a slow start to the day. Where are y'all at?
Yeah.
Go call your friend. Make sure they're awake.
I think they're all sleeping. I want to be sleeping.
I mean, really, right?
I don't know.
That's okay.
Just,
It'll start out. It'll be fine.
I thought it was raining, and it was not raining. And so then I was like, so why do I want to stay in bed?
This morning you woke up thinking it was raining?
Yeah, I thought it was raining. It was not raining.
It was not raining, thankfully.
Yeah.
I don't need no rain today. We have enough rain. My poor yard does not need more water. I could use a drought right now.
No.
Please. No, the farmers don't. Me, just my yard specifically.
Right. Could you not rain in this
It's a very small corner lot. I'm not
lot.
asking much. Just stop raining on my
because
yard.
I think that our neighbor would like some rain. He likes his
Maybe.
grass to be beautiful.
He does.
Okay.
So make sure you're saying hi. I'll get back to you guys in just a second. While we're doing this, I did not make the notes on it, but I do want to remind people we have the QOV event coming up.
Yes.
I believe that's next weekend.
I don't know what today is.
Today's the 10th.
Oh, so yeah.
So next weekend, Sunday and Monday,
right,
is the QOV.
Not tomorrow.
Do not show up tomorrow. We will not
I'm
be here tomorrow.
Next
Sunday
and Monday.
And Monday. So that's going to be
18th and 19th.
18th, 19th.
Yes.
We are typically closed on those days. We are not necessarily going to be open for shopping purposes.
No.
We are here fully for the intent purpose of taking care of some QOV quilts.
Right.
Quilts of Valor. Ms. Donna, who heads up the organization for us locally, this local chapter, has about 70 quilts that she needs done.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to help us get 70 quilts done in 2 days. Okay, maybe not 70, as many as you want to help us with. That would be awesome. So what's the plan there? We're going
to start at 9 a.m.
Okay.
We're going to go till we're tired.
Okay.
Also, if you're like, I do not get up at 9 a.m., that's okay too. Show up at noon. Show up whatever works for you. You may have to knock on the door because I'm not open for business.
Right.
So it's going to be a little bit of a,
Keep an ear open for things like that.
Right. We're trying to kind of get a head count so we make sure we have enough for lunch, things like that.
Right.
And yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to try to keep all of our machines running.
Yeah, our long arms, our intent is to have all 6 of them running all weekend long.
So if you are a free motion quilter and you would love to come and just run a machine, That's great too. We're going to have robotics going on some of the machines. Some of the machines don't have robotics, so I need free motion quilters on those. So we've got backings and battings that have to be cut. We've got bindings that need to be made. Once the quilts are done, they're all going to have to be bound. So there's a lot of different steps involved. If you are like, I do not want to run a long arm, but I love to put binding on, bring the machine that you like to work on, right? Yeah. We have machines here, but I do find that some people get a little nervous about using someone else's machine.
Sure.
And if you feel confident with your machine, bring your machine. Sounds good?
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a good time. Really nice to be able to work on something for a community such as for our vets.
Yes.
For something they've earned and deserve. So
absolutely.
If you're available next Sunday or Monday, anytime for any amount of time, and you would like to come by and help, we're doing it here at the shop.
Right.
You don't know our address. I'll tell you now. It's 816 South Main, Suite 2, Columbia, Illinois.
Right.
It's on our website. It's all over the place.
We have people driving from states away.
We do. One gal's from Tennessee, and her friend from Georgia. I think she's trying to get to come along with her.
Yeah.
So like we have people coming from all over. If you want to help and you want to just let us know that you're coming, you can shoot us a message, direct message, shoot us an email, give us a call. I know I've got several people that have said they'll be here whichever day or both days. So that helps us to help keep track of how many people we're looking at. So keep that in mind. All right. So as always, let's say hi to our folks out there in the interwebs.
All right.
Because they need to know we're here too. So.
Exactly. So good morning, Pam.
Hello.
And hi, Carol.
Good morning.
And hello, 2.0, Deborah.
2.0.
Good morning, Alvina.
Hello.
And Donna is on. So
hi,
good morning, Donna.
If I was wrong on anything, Donna, let me know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's a beautiful day outside. Pam, it is so gorgeous. So it doesn't make any sense for it to be August.
No, it does not. It is not August weather out there at all.
Right. So yesterday was my brother's birthday. And I know my mom has told me, like, having a baby in August was just, like, the worst thing ever because it's so hot, right? It's so hot in July. It's so hot August. You're, like, ready to have this baby. Anyway. Right. So every time when it's Derek's birthday, I'm like, I bet that was miserable. And then today it's gorgeous.
And he gets a good day for his birthday. Go figure.
Hey.
Okay.
All right. Let me see here. It moved on me.
It did. Beautiful day for Pam. So join. So I know where to represent.
Yeah, good morning. And did it jump again?
It did. There you go.
Hi, Terry.
Hello.
Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Patty. Hi, Debbie. / mom, aka mom.
Get to work.
Good morning, Dolores. And Linda. Good morning, Linda.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Karen loves the quilt my mom set together. Awesome.
Love it. That's what she does.
Good morning, Pat. And we saw Pat yesterday.
We did.
Good morning, Sandy.
Hello.
And I think I'm up to date so far, yes?
On the YouTube side, we do have Barb saying good morning.
Good morning, Barb.
Hi, Barb. And Glenna, good to see you as well.
Morning.
Good. All right, so we got people both sides of the world. I love that. Don't forget, if you're watching, if you don't already follow us, hit the follow button. If you're on the YouTube side, hit the subscribe button. Either way, they're both free to you. They cost you nothing, but they help us so much.
Yeah.
Please do that. I'll wait. Thank you.
Don't wait. Okay, good.
It only takes a second to do. It's fine. All right. So I do have paper notes again. It's so weird. I never have paper notes.
Because we have all 17 computers running things or something.
So wild.
I don't know. There's 2 computers. I exaggerate. All right.
It feels like a lot, though.
Yeah.
So many screens. So with that, we do have, as you mentioned, Illinois Shop Hop is underway. If you are not participating, that's totally cool. You can still come see us and hang out.
Yep.
If you are participating, good luck on your journeys.
Yes.
If you need a passport to get started, we still have magazines.
We do.
Not as many as I think we had the last couple years at the start.
Yep.
Definitely a lot fewer because more people are participating this year, which is awesome.
Yes.
So cool.
Yeah. And, right.
Yes. So come get your magazine and your passport. Get your stamps, go visit all the shops, do the things. It'll be a great time. Okay. After that, we do have the Handy Quilter Education event that I have coming up in September.
So let me tell you, I think there is only 5 spots left on the Saturday, Sunday.
Is there really only 5 left?
Yes.
Nice. They are limited seating, so if you want a spot.
So there is a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, Sunday. And of course, there's a lot of people that still work that would like to do these events, and so Saturday, Sunday works for them. So
absolutely.
There is still, I think there's a few more in the Thursday, Friday than there is. So
either way,
limited seating in both, but I'm telling you,
those will fill up. So make sure that if you want to get this event in, do that.
It's great for if you are
just on the fence about a machine,
right?
Maybe I want to, maybe I don't know.
If you want to see what it's all about, you've been taking your quilts to a long armor to have them quilt them for a long time, and you just want to see the process.
Right.
It's great for that.
Absolutely. So check that out. Lots of good information. I'm not going to spend more time on it than I have to.
Great.
Sign up. Go now. Do it. Okay. It's on our website. You can sign up there. Okay. Anything else announcement-wise that we need to cover? I know there was that one thing, but we're not doing that today. There's a big announcement coming up, guys. You're going to need to be ready for that. So that whole follow us so that you get notifications will be very important for you, by the way. But I can't tell you any more than that. I actually have already said too much. She's going to want to kill me.
It's just that I want to give them the things.
I know. It's great. Isn't it great? Teasers. They're the worst. Okay, so today.
Yes.
We're ready to get into the topic. Do we have any other conversation anybody has out there that we need to address?
Donna said, great job getting the word out.
Okay, good.
We got it. I think we did a good
I was
job.
worried there for a moment. I was.
Yeah.
So, I really don't have any other really major announcements. That's why I think we're ready to go into it. Unless you got anything that I forgot. Because honestly, my poor brain, it's still attached, but not by much.
We're gonna talk about designers and fabric and stuff like that today. And I just want to tell you, we keep getting new stuff. And we have some really great fabric in the store right now.
It's amazing. Like, it really is.
All throughout the store. I'm like, oh, I love that. Ooh, and it's so different from one to the other. Sometimes this whole cart goes together beautifully.
Right.
But then there's, I love all different kinds of fabric. Traditional, so some small print, dark, prints, and then I like bright, geometric. I like big florals. I like stuff that looks like wallpaper. I like stuff that's,
If it's plaid or wallpaper, she's probably going to order
plaid. I love like graphic, like looks like graffiti across it, like all of those things.
Absolutely.
And I love paintbrush solids. You should come check those out too.
You should. But today we're not talking about paintbrush. Today we've decided we're going to start a series.
Yes.
We're going to discuss each brand that we carry around here, some of their top designers that we're big fans of.
Yes.
And of course, we're going to start at the top of the alphabet.
Okay.
With Andover.
Andover.
Who knows of Andover Fabrics? Raise your hand.
I do.
Okay. You? Yeah. Oh, cool.
Andover Fabrics are like high on my list.
They're really nice quality. I do like them.
I love the hand on them. They generally are a good, like 20 bolts or
a nice
sometimes
comfortable line. It's not too gigantic.
There are some that are giant, but
they're worth it.
Right. And they're just the colors. I just love Andover fabric.
Right. So the hopeful goal of this series of,
yeah, why are we going to talk about designers? Maybe nobody wants to hear about it.
More often than not, I have people come in and I ask them if they're looking at anything particular, and they say, no, I don't know. I'm just looking. And what I have come to learn is actually it's more that they don't understand or know the difference in brands and designers. Sure. Maybe you're new. Maybe you just don't really care. Maybe it's hard to follow and keep up with all that. So figuring going through this might help you understand a little bit better.
Yeah.
So that way you can find the style that you like.
Right.
And it will help you better gear your purchases to what you need.
So, for instance, before we opened the shop and when we opened the shop and for about 2 years, I bought fabric that I liked because it was pretty.
That's the best way to shop.
Okay.
I get that.
And so so someone would ask me, do you guys carry enter designer name here? And I'm like, I don't know what that is. Like,
never heard of them. There's 6 bolts sitting behind her. No idea.
Right. Yeah. And I'm like, and they would go, oh my gosh, you've got to see they're doing this thing on YouTube and blah, like they would
Right.
know about this person. And I did not know. I would go to a quilt shop and I wasn't looking for a designer's fabric. I would go and look and something that drew me to it. I would buy a couple of things and then I would go to the other side of the store and add something to that to make a quilt.
Yeah.
I did not have to work all within one line. I like to get things here and there. And so when people asked for designers, I was like, what is happening here? So it took me a little bit of time to start to learn all of the different designers, who's hot, who is, people are going to wait and they're going to get that whole collection because they love that designer. I want to, be on top of kind of those things, right?
Right.
So
if you're on top of those things, I would love to know who your favorite Andover designer is. I'd love to see those pop up in the comments. Go ahead, do that. Just curious. Pop
Don't
quiz.
worry, spelling is okay it's fine if you don't spell it right.
I misspelled these designers' names today in my notes.
Yeah.
But nobody's going to read my notes, so it's okay.
Right.
All right, so a little bit of information about Andover. Let's talk about them if we shall first.
Okay.
Okay. Not a whole lot of great information. Go ahead.
Hey.
Hi, Sadie. Good to see you on. All right. So not a ton of information for Andover out there. Much like last week when I was talking to Gudrun, who I know watched our video, and I recommended that they start a Wikipedia page. I'm going to suggest this also every time going forward with any fabric company.
Okay.
I would love to have some more information about you, where you started, who you are, what's your roots all about, all these things.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, all the information I got is from other sources. Which
did you go to Andover site?
I went to Andover site. I went to all the things, and they have a ton of information on all their designers, but about them specifically, very limited.
Okay.
Very limited.
So yeah, we don't know when they.
So through the way of checking out a couple different places, I went to LinkedIn. They had a nice little blurb on LinkedIn on their page there.
That's good.
Which is a reliable source.
Yes, for sure.
Another one that I found some more information on was moreapproved.com from a 2015 blog post.
Oh, okay.
It had a nice compilation of a bunch of information. I'll probably be referring to that site a bit more as we go through these series, but here we go. So, Andover Fabric. They were established in 2003.
Okay.
They are a leader in textile industry, internationally speaking. They're exclusive to independent fabric shops. Huge thing to know. If you are not an independent fabric shop, they probably won't sell to you because support the quilt shops. Thank you, Andover. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
They're known for their unique design and all-around quality, which I would agree with. The quality of their fabric, love it. It's good stuff.
Wonderful, so good.
According to moreapproved.com in their 2015 blog post, the catering, their motto is catering to the taste of the creative and dedicated quilters. Andover has a style for every look. Authentic reproductions, romantic florals, exotic orientals, and ethnic influences. Whimsical, funky, playful, or basic. It's quite the motto.
That's all the way.
That was a motto.
That's the whole
That's everything.
Yeah.
And we'll show you a couple of designer fabric lines just to kind of explain or kind of concur with that.
We've got a couple of people saying their favorite. So over on YouTube, Glenna's saying that Renee Nanaman is her favorite Andover designer. She's
I don't
a
know anything
local
about her. I'll
gal.
have to look into that one.
Lives in Missouri. So I'll have to look her up.
Right.
And you know what? It's probably have some. Like, you know what I mean? Or maybe not. Maybe not. But
we'll look. We'll find out.
And Sadie is saying that Libs Elliott is her new fave, which
we'll talk about her a little
love
bit
Libs
as well.
Elliott too.
So headquarters for Andover is in New York, New York specifically, which is great. How did it all start? We don't know. The internet doesn't know how it all started. Again, see previous reference about Wikipedia, please. Please. All right. They specialize in quilting cottons. They have a huge list of designers. We're going to talk about 4 or 5 of them.
Okay.
I mean, it's a list. Like, you can go to andoverfabrics.com. I actually have links in the descriptions. You can go there and click on them. And they have a page dedicated to their designers.
Oh, nice.
Which is awesome. Which is where I took some of the pictures from. So, very cool.
Very cool.
Let's see here. And I think that's everything on the general information I have on Andover.
Okay.
Next, let's talk about our favorite designers, shall we? Kat loves Allison Glass.
Oh, Allison Glass. Oh, she's so great.
Absolutely. So
we did go to because here's the deal. I don't always have everything.
No,
right?
We don't.
And our daughter's going to be leaving on Wednesday for Mizzou.
Yep.
And last time we were out in Columbia, Missouri for orientation. We had to go to their quilt shop.
Had to go.
There's 3 quilt shops in Columbia, Missouri. Like, Columbia, Missouri is not that huge, but they have 3 quilt shops, right?
They do.
Anyway, so we went to one, and they had the Allison glass that we did not get. So I bought a half a yard of everything.
I'm going to do a quick plug for them. It's Apple Tree Quilting Center there.
Yes, please.
Off of 70. It is awesome little shop. If you have not been there, it's little as a relative false term. That's a pretty good size shop.
Oh, it's a big shop.
You should stop in there, check them out. Say hi to Eric and Amy. They run the place. They're awesome.
Wonderful people.
Anyway.
And I got Allison glass that I didn't have.
You did. So much of it that now you have.
It's so great. So my table at home that I sew on has a little drawer. And all the drawer has in it right now is all of my Allison glass that I bought at
just nice and pretty.
And I'm like, what am I going to do with you? And then I close the drawer.
It's just going to be pretty in a drawer.
Anyway.
Sometimes that's what fabric does. It just be pretty in a drawer.
Yep.
Okay. Bad grammar.
One day I might use it. Maybe not.
Maybe not. All right, so let's talk about...
It's none of your business what I do with
it. It's none of your business. Fair enough. So let's talk about some of the designers from Andover.
Okay.
All right, one that I'm actually really surprised I didn't see pop up because I know people love this individual. Edita Sitar from Laundry Basket Quilts. Here she is. So she is a designer, and she is from Poland. Whoop, excuse me. Get out of my way there. Pardon me. Where'd my mouse go? Say to your camera. It's terrible. Okay. So she's from Poland. Her love for fabric started at a really young age when she would help her mother make drapes for her first project, which was fun.
Yeah.
Right. She ended up getting into the quilting world when she got married to her husband, Michael. All this information, again, taken from her bio on the Andover designer side, but I'm going to
nice. I'm glad they've got it.
Summarized version.
I'm glad
she
they
has
got
this
some information.
Novel of information, super fun. So I took out the highlights of it.
Very cool.
So she learned the quilting process from her mother-in-law and grandmother-in-law. So they helped her learn to appreciate the whole quilting process. That eventually spurred its way into being the owner and co-founder of Laundry Basket Quilts, which is this stuff here. She's created over 600 quilt patterns.
Oh my gosh.
Has published 18 books. I mean, her list of achievements is fantastic. I'm not even done yet.
That's a lot.
It's kind of impressive. Designs beautiful fabrics. She's done with Moda and Andover. She's done threads with Aurifil. She's made stencils, templates, and ready to applique fusible layer cut fabric shapes. That was a lot of words to describe one thing.
Yeah.
And let's see here. What else has she done? She's exhibited quilts all over the world. International shows, museums, National Quilt Museum in Lincoln, Nebraska, as well as an exhibit in France.
Wow.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
Quite amazing. She also has one of her quilts, Common Bride is the name of the quilt, is cataloged at the Library of Congress.
Oh
my
gosh.
This woman is the real deal.
Yeah.
Like, fantastic.
For sure.
And she currently lives in California with her husband and their 3 kids.
Wow.
Right. Wow. I mean, I should say children. I don't know the age of her children, so...
And their children,
kids implies young. Right. They're not goats. So, her husband and her 3 goats. Oh, that's weird. But okay. Who am I to judge? Anyway, so this is some of her fabric. I like to point this out because if you notice, she has a very almost traditional look to her prints. Go ahead and hold those up.
Oh, okay.
So these, are they okay looking? They're kind of, I just grabbed some up off the shelf. They are kind of disheveled. I apologize for that. Edita, if you're watching, I'm very sorry. I'm not doing enough service to your stuff. Anyway, I love the traditional look of her fabric.
Right.
It is very classy, timeless, if you will. I just love that traditional look. A lot of the stuff that I'm going to show you after this that are our favorite designers, they're definitely more in that modern, bold colorway. These have that nice, almost muted wallpaper style.
That I love.
This right here and this one right here is probably the only reason that Danielle got this entire line. Because it looks like wallpaper.
And I love that, like, in this particular collection, English Garden, she used some non-traditional color, like pulled in more purple.
Yeah.
And went to this gold color has been coming around. And so using that with that sage green, amazing. This is actually her line called Joy.
Yeah.
I could not remember that.
It was almost Christmas-ish.
So, and it is Christmas without being like, here's Santa Claus for you, you know.
Right.
It has this nice rose in beautiful pinks and reds. That dark forest green background. It's beautiful. So, and her eye for color and design.
Yeah. Like, look at this one.
Amazing.
This one's favorite. Like, I like this one.
I don't know how I don't have some of this already.
It's just so
pretty.
Beautiful.
So that cream background. We had a hard time. Someone was asking what color this is, and we're like,
I don't know.
It's kind of
purplish?
Purplish, baby.
I got out the color card and tried to determine what color family that actually falls into.
Yeah.
It actually falls into the family of blue-red. Blue-red. This is not my decision.
First, but
she does not like that phrasing. Yeah. I had no determination of that. But anyway. Okay. Edita. If you don't have her stuff and you've never seen it before, I got some. Come get some. Take it home. Work with it. You'll love it.
Okay, so let's say some good morning.
So good morning. Commenting along.
Good morning, Jan.
Good morning. Hello.
And Pat has some family that lives in Columbia, Mo.
Yep, very cool.
And good morning, Debbie. She's late.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Thanks for being here. We appreciate you.
She's doing. Oh, Pat's doing her monthly miniatures. Oh my gosh.
Edita's doing monthly miniatures. That sounds so tiny.
Yeah. And Loretta loves Laundry Basket. She's awesome. And you better be nice to Sadie's equipment.
I promise nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. So.
All good. Did I miss anything?
Nope, that's everything for notes or comments so far. Edita, again, super awesome stuff. If you were more finding yourself in that traditional line and you weren't ever sure who to look for, whenever you go into your favorite quilt shop, look for that Andover sign that you can find on your bolt there. You can see that or not. Boop. It'll be on every bolt that's Andover, and then you'll be able to find her name on the bolt also. Generally, it says Edita, or at least Laundry Basket quilts.
At least.
Go ahead and get yourself some of that. Right. You'll know it's good quality stuff.
Right.
Okay?
Good morning, Nora.
Hi, Nora. Okay. Next. And I didn't place these in any particular order of least favorite to most favorite. These are just kind of how I typed them up.
Sure.
Best of luck to you. All right. So next, let's talk about Allison Glass.
Okay.
This one has become a more common name in this building.
For sure.
I feel like I've heard her name a few times over the last couple of years, but definitely more common recently.
Yeah. So can I just say something real quick?
Yes.
So I have to tell you guys, the hardest part of my job is buying fabric.
It is terrible. It's terrible to have that job.
It is terrible. And for a couple of years now, I want to say at least the last year and a half, I think she puts out a collection like twice a year. I've been like, ooh, we should try it. We should try some Allison this time because I always love it.
Yeah.
But I also have to determine what are my customers going to buy, and is this going to be too much for, is it going to sell?
Right.
And so I've been, back and forth on this, and then we did another one of the Andover designers that we're going to talk about later, and it blew out of here, and I was like, okay, I think this time we can get some Allison Glass. Let's do it, right? Yeah. So it's a little bright. It's fun.
It is fun. So let's talk about Allison Glass here more briefly. Here's what she looks like for those of you that are curious. That is Allison Glass. If the picture is fuzzy, I apologize. It's the best that they give me on the interwebs. It's the best I could steal. Not that I stole it. I borrowed it temporarily, and I'm giving credit to somebody that's not myself. I did not take this picture. I am not.
It's Andover. Yeah.
Thank you, Andover. All right. So Allison Glass. She is a surface and space designer living in Virginia with her family.
Okay.
She started a design business in 2007, focusing on space remodels and custom home decor pieces.
Oh, nice.
You can kind of see where that's going. She definitely has an eye for art and all such things decorative. Her love of color and shapes and the combination of the two eventually led to make the decision to step back from the local design business and work towards her goal of creating artwork for surfaces. And if you think about it, quilts are artwork, and surfaces. They're on surfaces.
Yep. So, they go on a wall, they go on a bed, they go on a
they go, look at this. They're on walls.
Right.
They work really well for that. With the amazing, varied, and interesting friends that she's meeting along the way, they're a constant source of inspiration and new possibilities.
Nice.
So, no real mention of her being a quilter, so I'm not judging. But that's also not the first time we've heard of a designer
that for sure
isn't necessarily a quilter, but has a great eye for design, and they do an amazing job of it.
Right.
And we were so glad they came to the quilting world for us.
Yes, absolutely. You know, even
awesome.
like I'm sure at some point we'll talk about Tim Holtz. Tim Holtz did, you know, was in the scrapbooking world forever, right? And you know, then went to a different textile, right? So like sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So what we have here in front of us is from Allison Glass's newest line, which is called
Soliloquy.
That's a really weird word.
Yeah.
I feel like there's extra syllables.
I did good.
You did awesome because I don't think my brain is working well enough to handle that today.
Right.
Need more coffee.
It is.
What?
Bright.
Oh, yes. No, absolutely. So it definitely hits that modern-y colorway. So you've got this beautiful red here. You've got this awesome pink here.
We've got music notes with an orange with some gold on it. I love this circle one, both colors, where we've got in the orange, you've got purple, which is kind of the opposite, right? That complementary color.
Yeah.
So, and you've got yellow, which is next to it on the color wheel. So there's a lot of very great color combinations within each piece.
Yes.
So,
which is great. So this line actually that we have is 20 bolts,
20 pieces.
20 pieces in this line.
Yep.
It is all on the sales floor right now.
It is.
This is like just a couple days on the floor.
Right.
Hasn't been out really long. So if you would love some of this beautiful color or you want to check this out, yeah, you need to come in and check it out. Yeah. Because, oh my, good golly.
So good.
It's beautiful. Like the boldness to it, I just realized I missed one when I grabbed these bolts off the floor. I did miss this one.
Woo!
Look at that orange. Like, holy Toledo.
Right?
It is orange. And maybe you need that in your life. So, Beth, perfect for fall? Yes. But her cool colors that are the same with this line, they're awesome by themselves.
Right,
so
right.
Maybe you need one for winter.
Only bringing 4 or 5. You're not seeing the whole thing, but that's
Believe
okay.
me, this is not the whole line. It is so great. I don't know that I could have got all 20 in here.
No way.
It would have been
and then the next one, all 20, and the next one, all 20.
Yeah, it would have been a whole mess. For sure. Okay. So, Allison Glass. Again, not a ton of information, but clearly she's been doing this a minute, and she does a really good job.
Oh,
her color selection, spot on. Mix that with Andover and their fabric quality.
Exactly.
Love it. All right.
Great combination.
Great combination. Next. I think this one's higher on my list.
Higher on my list, too. Well, I don't know. It depends on who we're talking about. They're all my favorite.
It's like picking your favorite child. It's really tough to do. All right, if you're not sure who that is and you couldn't guess, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it out here. It is Juicy Juice. Check this guy out. How fun is that? So, I'll tell you a little bit about him here in a moment. Let me get these up here out of the way. He's just going to sit there and stare at you awkwardly. Sorry about that.
Look at the flying geese tattooed on his arm. Isn't that cool?
Oh my gosh, he's got flying geese on his arm. That's awesome. Love that idea. I will not be doing that. My forearms have nothing except work.
That would be good, right?
It could be fun. Yeah. Okay, anyway. So Juicy Juice. His actual name is Giuseppe. Oh, I should have totally looked up how to pronounce that. I'm going to say Ribato. He's going to say, and I don't know, Juicy Juice, if you're watching this, sorry, I'm very sorry. Very, very sorry for butchering your last name. What's that?
How do I see what you, like above the
description of all that? I don't remember. It doesn't.
Okay. Did you put his name? Did you put?
No. Okay. I did not put names of designers who I'm working with, so I didn't tag anybody other than Andover Fabrics.
Okay. His spelling of his name is a little bit.
Juicy Juice is spelled with G and a G.
Yeah, and it's not the way you have it on your paper.
That is totally wrong on there as well.
Correct. It is incorrect on your paper.
Don't trust my spelling. It's all. We're taking away from this conversation. Hold on.
Sorry. I mean.
All right. So
I don't generally spot a misspelling, but
it's all right. So he was born and raised in New York.
No, you got it right.
Don't tell nobody. Shh. I'm never right, guys. Stop. Did somebody record that? Born in New York, raised in New York, currently lives in New England.
Nice. Okay. Which is still like, could be New York.
It's up that direction. I know nothing about geography other than it's that way. Learned to sew from his grandmother at a young age. Thank you, grandmas, for doing your job, showing somebody how to do those hobbies, those crafts, those things that make life better. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, grandmas.
Thank you so much. In 2008, he began quilting and never looked back. So he's been doing this for a couple years now, which is awesome. I do love that. The joys of having paper.
It's so funny because are you guys like this? I keep going, 2008. Well, that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
It was.
Kind of was.
Apparently.
Like 16 years ago. If you're doing the math, but I'm not mathing anything. So pattern designer, quilt instructor, shares his love of quilting through his prolific collections, which I think the last one, the Deco Glow, was our first major collection from him that we had gotten.
So
the Deco Glow 2.
That was when I was like, let's get it. Let's try it out.
Yep.
And it was going.
It went so fast. The bold colors of them were fantastic. And that's kind of what I guess he's kind of known for at this point.
And the Deco Glow was almost neon.
Almost.
It was like very neon. Like where these I feel are more primary.
Yes.
You know, very primary color.
I would agree with you on that.
But bold. So anyway.
How could you go wrong with that? So he's an avid modern traditionalist quilter with a great passion for simple design and bright colors. Which
right. So he's taking those
to that exactly.
Yeah, take those traditional patterns, but let's use some bright, fun fabric.
Right. And make it exciting.
Exactly.
How could you not love that concept? It's wonderful. All right. So what I brought of his stuff is from his newest line. Again, just hit the shelves a couple days ago.
Yep.
Super glorious. This is called
Scrawl.
Raw. SCRAWL.
Yeah.
Scrawl.
Just like you said.
You scrawled on the wall.
Right.
Without the bird scrawling. So you have, this has kind of heavy in the text. I'm going to hold this one up.
Scrawl.
Oh, because you scrawl letters across the wall?
Sometimes you redact.
What? See? We are in public. Oh, redact. So.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
What I do like about this line, is this the one that talks about, is this all, I can't remember what, there was like a math one. Like some of them are math. I think
and this one says quilt.
This has words, quilt words in it.
This has the alphabet.
It ain't no murder killing beast like that, said the first speaker. What is this? There's so much going on here.
The Martian did not show an inch of themselves. They seem to be. We could just sit and read.
We're gonna read fabric.
We could just read the fabric. Oh, it's like
we can't
learning.
Read that because it's
like
redacted.
Learning.
It's redacted, so I can only read so far.
And some of it's in cursive, so you can.
That one's really hard to read. It's very small cursive.
And
if you're prolific at reading cursive, you'll be good there. But anyway, so these are some of the cool colors. Again, there's 20 in this line also. Yep. Much like Allison Glass, who went from the bright all the way, it actually goes back to the blues. This one also goes that direction as well. So very cool, very bold. Gonna love those. I did also want to show these, kind of go along with that.
Okay.
He did have a black and white line, black and gray, black, white, gray, neutral. It's called Ink.
Yeah. Why didn't you bring my quilt?
Because I forgot to. It is a glorious quilt. If you would love to see the quilts that Danielle has made using his fabric, you need to come in the store.
Yeah.
Just come in and see them. Because you have your temperature quilt, and you have that modern churn dash quilt, which is beautiful.
Yeah, the modern churn dash is a very large churn dash with another big large one that
so many churn dash.
Churn dash high. Super cool. And the modern churn dash pattern is all black and white. And I decided that it needed a little color. So one of them churns is Libs Elliott, and it's bright.
It is so bright, but it's
anyway,
so awesome.
It's fun.
It is fun. Oh my gosh, I just realized I didn't bring the Libs Elliott speckled that I wanted. Not speckled, but what's it called? Anyway, I only brought these guys from Libs Elliott, and I was going to grab the other ones.
The glaze?
The glaze, yeah. It's fine. Okay, so anyway, that's Juicy Juice.
Juicy Juice, so fun.
So fun. Love his stuff. Super bright, super fun, super exciting. I just want to point out that if you aren't noticing a trend in color preference and print style around here,
what?
You're bold. You're bold. I love it. It's great. All right, so next one we want to talk about, again, one of our more favorite ones at this point, Libs Elliott.
Yes.
Libs Elliott.
Love
It's a fun name. Let me grab her image right here. This is what Libs looks like. I am digging that red hair. Like, that is a bold red.
Nice.
Bold red. Very much. Very, very, there it is. All right, so Libs, her actual name is Elizabeth Elliott. Goes by Libs, which is great. She's a quilt artist based in Toronto, Canada.
Canada.
Canada. One less syllable in there. Began quilting in 2008 also.
Wow.
Right?
What was going on in 2008?
I don't know. I was not quilting. That's a fact. Quickly became hooked on the craft, as most do. Welcome to the habit.
It is addicting.
It is. Is it the making? Is it the collecting the fabric? I don't know.
All the
things. Finished accomplishment that you get when it's done.
I love the whole process.
Do you really?
There's one part that I'm like,
borders.
I could live without that.
No borders.
I really don't like to put borders on, but sometimes you do.
Sometimes you have to.
Fine.
All right, moving forward. So she turned her talent to designing modern quilt patterns, making works for art shows as well as corporate projects, which that's kind of nifty. I don't know what that means. I would have loved more detail on that. Maybe I need to look into that. She's taught as a quilt instructor around the globe. World traveler, love it. And she shares her passion for quilting through her fabric collections, which are often inspired by personal experience and nostalgia, and fluctuate between bright colors and modern neutrals.
Modern neutrals.
Right here.
Right? Because...
Right here.
Do you know that sage green is a neutral? Because it is.
It is. It for sure is. And like this line that I have here, this one's almost gone. This is one of those lines that came in and went so very quickly, and it goes so well together, but it's what I grabbed of hers because it's glorious. And it's only 3 of the bolts.
Yeah.
So this is from...
Verdigris.
Verdigris. Look at those. Like, you've got that awesome rusty color. You've just got a cool dot. I love the fuzzy look of the dot. It's very cool. It's very exciting. And then there is that... Graffiti style, which is super kind of cool. Now this line also had a sage color in it. So lots of sage, lots of rust, lots of that gray, black and white.
Yep.
Super great. I don't know how you couldn't love it all.
Right. That's why it's mostly gone.
That's why it's mostly gone. But I needed to show you because if you want some, come in and get some.
Right.
Because when it's gone, I don't have any more.
We have her next collection coming.
Do we really? I didn't get any information on that.
Oh. It is. Could you look it up? Would that be possible to add a scene in at this point?
Oh,
Probably
at this
not.
point in time, if you talk enough to distract from the fact that I'm doing that,
it is
totally fine.
It is like an 80s, 90s inspired. I want to say 90s maybe inspired kind of collection.
Yeah.
My sister's going to tell us the name of it any minute now.
No,
she's not.
Maybe not. She may be going and taking a nap. Which one is it here? Is it Iconic?
Yes, it is. Ooh. It's called Iconic. And
oh my!
Oh yeah, there you go. So
that's awesome.
Again, is those primary colors, right?
Yeah.
Like bold, primary. There's plaids. There's
is that houndstooth? Get out of here! No, that's
graffiti.
Why we're getting it because houndstooth. Let's see if I can do this real quick. If it'll work with me.
Just take a snapshot of that page.
All credit due to AndoverFabrics.com. Thank you for allowing me to use this image briefly.
Just to show it off. Oh, I'm so sorry. So let's see. Linda said so pretty, and Deborah said this is great. Designer with fabric.
Right? It's really kind of fun to be able to hear their names and see what they offer, so that we can really start associating. Because for instance, not to leave this brand, but there is another very modern, colorful designer out there that we all know her name. She's done a really good job of building up her brand. And so when you hear her name, you know exactly what to expect.
Right.
We are trying to do the same for these guys because these guys in their own right are awesome at what they do. So here is that stuff that's coming from Libs Elliott. You got the safety pins in there. There's that houndstooth. There's that graffiti style in there. But look at those colors. And
there, I believe, again, there's like 20 in the line or something like that. So we're only showing you a little bit here.
Yeah.
But, the colors are bold.
You can go to AndoverFabrics.com. You can go to meet our designers. They have all their collections underneath there. This one, again, is called Iconic.
Yes.
So go check out what's coming.
If you just hold that up real quick, like the difference between she went with this kind of neutrally, colorway to now next one is
primary colors like
bold.
Bold.
So because you are going to make quilts for different people.
Yeah.
You're going to collect fabric for different reasons, right? You like this because of that reason. And I love the iconic because it is iconic. It is that nostalgia kind of vibe.
Which, if you are of that age right now that you had kids that grew up in that 1980s era, what more could you do than to make them a quilt that reminds them of their childhood?
Right.
Like,
to me,
also,
it's more 90s. Not to correct 90s, you, but because neons were 80s. And, you know.
Are we moving into 90s already?
90s
Am I that old?
Is that grunge. And if you think about grunge, you had plaid, you had, you know.
You're right. So regardless.
Graffiti and bold.
And if you're of that age and you make those and you're like, oh my gosh, that was my childhood in fabric print, it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. It'll be here. It's going to be fantastic. You need some. We're not pre-ordering or pre-selling it, but just know when it gets here.
You'll know.
You'll know. That whole like, subscribe, follow thing.
Right.
Do all those things because you'll see all that.
Exactly.
All right. Libs Elliott. I think that I was more excited about her stuff there all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Sorry, Juice. Your stuff is cool though, too. All right. So last one that I have here for us to have a discussion about is Stephanie Organis. I believe is how you pronounce that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to butcher that. I'm sorry, Stephanie, if you're watching. Sincerest apologies. I do think you're awesome at what you do, though.
You did better than me.
Perfect. High five. Yes. Nailed it. All right. So, Stephanie, here, let's get a picture of her so you can know what she looks like. She is here. This is Stephanie.
Aw, she's so cute.
Right? So cute. All right, I'm going to have you slide that your way for a moment.
And those are big flying geese behind her.
Those are a giant quilt of some sort behind her, for sure. All right, so a little bit of information about Stephanie. She's a graphic and surface designer, similar to Allison Glass, which is cool. With a background in advertising, so she knows what people need to see in their lives.
Yeah.
She's living in Mexico City with her family. She became a quilter when her first child was born. So a lot of moms find that happening. They are now have a kid. Now they want to make something for that kid.
Absolutely.
So, you know, get into the quilting world. Super awesome.
It is also a hobby that you can have and still be home.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that is one of those things that tends to be picked up when you can fit in an hour here and there.
Right.
Anyway.
Absolutely. Because it's easy to pick up and then just leave because, like, what's going to happen? It's not going to get up and run away, and it's not going to rot and go bad.
Right. And
come back in a couple days.
It's not, you don't have to go play golf. You don't have to go somewhere to do it. So.
Exactly. So it's easy enough. Kids taking a nap, I can work on this project.
Right.
She learned to sew in the search of a more profound sense of personal growth. Who's been there? Get it?
Yeah.
So she's in the pursuit of a creative outlet. She started designing beautiful quilted accessories for her kids, which is an awesome idea. That's a great direction to kind of start creating for your kid. Later created her own brand called Pretty Please. Also, I'm going to say that under each designer on the Andover website, they do have links to their Instagram handles, to their websites, to all their follow things.
Yeah.
So if any of these designers are something that you're excited about,
that you're like, oh, I
go
really
follow
like
them
that.
as well.
Yeah.
Go check them out.
I have
they're
found
all on the socials.
Because I do follow several designers on Instagram. They're talking about what's going on in, you know, their next collection.
Yeah.
You kind of see like why they designed fabrics the way that they did, what they are wanting to use it for.
Right.
And you go, oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't think about that as curtains, you know, or whatever, you know, whatever it is. And then you're like, well, that's a cool book covers.
Another use for that,
you know,
absolutely.
like things like that. So
yeah, it actually is supporting them in that same fashion. It doesn't cost anything, much like watching us and liking and following and subscribing does the same for those. It helps them to get their name out so more people know about them and why they choose what they choose. Sometimes it's just nice to understand it. So give them a look into. She found in quilting a deep passion for fabric design, was a way to express herself. She believes that everyday objects should be beautiful and give us a sense of accomplishment every time we see them.
That's so nice.
I mean, if you don't have a sense of accomplishment by looking at that, like, even if you think it's the ugliest thing you've ever made, the fact is, you made that.
Yeah.
Other people will have no idea how to even get that far. So be proud of yourself. Even if we create them ourselves, even more if we create them ourselves is what that says. Sorry, I kind of followed off, trail off there. My bad. I am not a professional storyteller. I'll read halfway through the sentence, stop, have another thought, and go back and finish reading.
Apparently and then starting like it's a new sentence.
Ta-da! All right.
Okay, so we want to see some of her stuff that we have currently in the house.
This is from her line called Wandering.
Which is, I love.
So this one was a great line. Is this the one that had the little... No, this is the... Oh my gosh. I confused this with Moonlit Garden.
Oh.
Which was another Andover designer,
right.
but I can't remember the name, and I apologize for that. But check these cute florals out.
And the use of color, again, is just magnificent. The purples with the gold, you know, it's just stunning. And so I have never really been a huge fan of orange, but the touches of orange that are in there are amazing. And it really makes that whole design work together.
Yeah, your orange is not your color. You normally avoid orange, which is kind of wild, but I love that too.
This is really great use of orange. I love it. It's not a crazy bold orange. Right.
It's a very
kind
subtle
of peachy,
orange almost. Yeah. Right there. Thank you very much. Now, I do believe that you said that we do have a line from her coming.
Yes.
However, its release date isn't until April 2025.
Right.
So if you're like, oh, I love her, I want more.
Give me more now. No.
Well, I will have more, but you're going to have to wait a minute. And what I can do is I can give you just a small glimpse from the
Oh, everybody's loving this. Prettiest we've seen so far from
her.
Love that. It's so pretty. Yes, it is. And it's just, and you could see that on things. You could see it in quilts.
Yep.
You could see it on other things as well. So
you can. So I'm going to give you just, again, I went to Andover's website. I went to Stephanie Organis's stuff, and there you can find her collection, a link to her collection, so you can see all the fabric. Took a quick screenshot of her line that's coming out in April of 2025. It's called Memories. The one thing is that, again, you'll notice similarities. You can see that her design is there. Like, that's definitely her fingerprint all over that, which is great. And it's beautiful.
Yeah. So, and this is barely a portion of the collection.
Right.
And there is a lot more of that blue tones in there on some of the other pieces. So just beautiful work.
Right.
Yeah, I love her designs.
Yeah, they're very nice. I like the florals. I'm not a huge floral person. Like, I don't use them a lot in my quilts when I make stuff. But I do like the way those look. So for you guys to acknowledge they're pretty, they are pretty, and they're going to be awesome. So
for sure,
keep an ear out for that. Again, April 2025. We have a few months to wait. Sorry.
Yeah.
I have no control over any of that. So
I think we have another bit from Juicy Juice coming somewhere.
We have Libs coming. We have Juicy Juice coming. I think there was another one. Maybe Laundry Baskets. Maybe not. I don't remember.
Don't remember.
I saw so many fabrics coming over the next few months.
Yeah.
We'll do our best to remember.
So,
but
here's my other plug for you. Ooh. We are always needing to make room. Come in.
Buy some fabric.
Buy some fabric.
So
that we can make more room for
Wandering. Not a ton left of this.
Right.
If you think this is pretty, you can go to our website. You can look for Wandering. You will find the line. You can buy as much as you want, so long as I have it.
Yep.
If I don't have it,
then you can't have it.
Anyway, but yeah, on our website, you can find them there. All of these you can find on our website. They're all out there. But it is pretty.
Very much.
And it will go away super quickly, as all things do. Because that's what it is. And because they're one-off lines, you're not going to get more of them.
Absolutely. So that is what happens in the fabric industry, is that we're always looking at what's next.
Right.
And so a lot of these lines we move through, right? So we get it in, we sell it out, we get more. And that's how I like
whole cycle
to live my life. So I can get more pretty fabric. I got to sell the less pretty fabric, right?
Yeah, that's kind of the whole hassle of it all. And we were shuffling fabrics around trying to find home for all this stuff this week, so I need some room made. That said, we do have a fat quarter sale going on in store.
Buy one, get one half off.
Buy
all
one,
fat
get
quarter
one
bundles.
half off. All of them. So make sure you come in and get yourself some fat quarters.
Yeah.
This Juicy Juice line, oh wait, maybe I don't have those fat quartered. One of them I have fat quartered. I don't know. Come in and find out what I have, because I don't even know. I think we do have a Wandering fat quarter bundle out there, though. Which,
I think so.
Yeah, that'd be worth it.
It's probably the only way that you can get some of the pieces, because they're gone, other than the bundles.
It would be the same with the Verdigris, which if I have a fat quarter bundle of that, that's going to be the only way to get the entire line, which was awesome, by the way. Yeah. So that pretty much gives all the information I can give you on our personal favorites from Andover. Again, they have so many designers that are attributed to their name. you know, people like Jordan's Fabrics, they are a designer for Andover Fabrics. So their name is associated with them as well.
For sure.
There's another one, I believe it's Sarah J. is a designer name that I've heard.
Oh,
I couldn't tell you if we've had her stuff or if I have it in store even, but it's there.
I think we've had some of her patterns.
Maybe it's been her patterns that we've seen.
Yeah.
But she does fabric design for Andover as well. I get a ton of designers out there. I strongly encourage you to go to AndoverFabrics.com and check out their designers and get familiar with them so you can find.
I also love to hear from customers that, you know what, I really have you followed so-and-so because they're fun. They're a great designer. I love their fabrics. Check them out, you know.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Yeah, absolutely. So, it helps us too because, again, we get excited about designers that are fun and that our customers like. Designers that are boring. Well, I've never heard of you because you're boring. But we try. We try to include everybody, but we can't hold everything here because we only have so much room.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Linda's coming in Wednesday.
Woo-hoo!
Yes.
Linda's coming. All right. So now Wednesday. Let's talk about Wednesday.
Okay.
And that's all I've got for Andover. So again, go check them out, support them, come and buy some Andover, take it home with you and enjoy it.
Awesome.
So Wednesday. Normally we do a live sale on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Do you know what's happening on Wednesday?
No.
It is the first day of school.
Oh, right.
Yes, sir. So for Waterloo High School and for our lovely daughter who is going to head off to college in Mizzou.
Yep. So we have to we are taking her and moving her into college
on Wednesday.
I see.
So with that said, I will not be here, nor will she be here on Wednesday. The store will be open. People will be here to help you with all your questions and show you all the cool stuff.
Absolutely.
But we will not have a live sale this coming Wednesday, the 14th.
So just be thinking about me.
Because she'll be crying the whole time. You know it. But it'll be fun. It'll be great. It's so exciting to see her go off on her next adventure.
And her next endeavors are going to be amazing.
They're going to be a good time.
I mean, I can't wait to see where she goes in her life.
Take a deep breath. That was really hard for her to say just now. So yeah, no live sale this coming Wednesday. So be prepared for us to be back the next Saturday.
Yeah, 17th, 1 week from today.
Where we will discuss the topic of, I don't know yet. I'll surprise you the way I'm going to surprise myself with it. So
I think we have an idea. We just aren't going to tell them.
We never tell you guys. It's more fun for us that way. So, all right. With that, I don't think I have a whole lot more. Lots of good lucks and best wishes to Victoria. Thank you so much for all that, guys. You guys are awesome. If you guys have questions, don't hesitate to call. Don't hesitate to hesitate.
No,
Stop for a second. Come in and see us. Ask the questions. If you need a sewing machine in your life, Janome has an amazing deal going on right now. Come see me. Yes. Handy Quilter has an amazing deal going on right now. Come see me. I will send you home with something today if I have to.
The Handy Quilter is...
The Handy Quilter one's my most favorite right now.
So
That's
awesome.
a great deal.
It's a ton of...
But I can't tell you. I'm run out of time.
Oh, okay.
Can't do that. It's been a blast, guys. You done?
I'm done.
You're done? I'm done. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click this button, and I'm going to say...
Bye.